Trump's Rona contraction. It could be a political stunt. Could be one. Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Don't put it past Esau. Second wave propaganda, another way. Oh, Cam Newton test positive for COVID-19. Will miss week 4 game versus Chief. Cam Newton now. Esau, of course, he's through. Esau is pulling out all the stops. Oh, Khan, okay. Fucking with my live. But I was Esau. Hinder the way. Oh, we back on. Oh, you asking, or you saying we back on? Like back on, like I'm back on this live, or back on like to go live later on. Oh, you saying we back on, Khan? It looks like it, Ak. It looks like it. It's working now. Oh, Khan. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Shai. Hey, call Allah Yahweh Hashem Shai. But I can't even see your chat, Ak, because Esau doesn't let me see the chat. Doesn't want me to get any ideas for scriptures, I guess. Call out Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'm able to bring this out. I'm looking for that. Yeah, this is scripture right here. Basically, this is these in 23. Verse 4. Up. And forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. Verse 6. And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away. Verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. God, but others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit. Some 100 had ears to hear, let him hear. The whole point, when anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth the way that which was sown in his heart. That is he which receives seed by the wayside. The fowl came and devoured them up. So you watching one of our lives and the shit start buffering, full understanding. You understand it not. And you go back and go back into the world. And you go back into the house of mirth. That's why Esau does this. So you have that excuse to go back into the house of mirth. Proverbs 4 verse 11, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom, which had led thee in the right path. Oh, buffer demons. Esau's mad. Is getting Esau's hot. It's getting too hot for him. Esau's red. He's beet red. Lobster red. Esau is wroth. You look at the root of that word wroth. Esau is wroth. Proverbs 4 verse 11, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. Knock. When thou goest, thy steps will be straightened, shall not be straightened. Verse 12, when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Verse 13, take fast hold of instruction, let her not go, keep her, for she is thy life. This wisdom is compared to just Verse 14, though, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. So that's the point right here. Go not in the way of evil men. When you go and you follow, and you're following the multitude of evil, and you go to vote for these devils, you go to their rallies or whatever. Most of y'all just go to vote for these devils. You ain't got no time to go to no rally and shit. Be busting. Our people be catching hell. And y'all go do that. Y'all go vote for these devils, man. You're trusting. You're going into the path of the wicked, trusting these devils to protect you. Trusting these devils to deliver you. You're trusting in Egypt. What it says about trusting in Egypt. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. That's Isaiah 31 verse 1. Oh yeah, 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that they cancel sin. Verse 4, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust, Salakia, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Verse 5, for his princes were at Zoan. Hold on. In the shadow of Egypt. Oh, it's good now. Kalai Ba'ashem Yahushai. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hannes. Verse 5, they were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be a help, nor profit, but a shame, and also a reproach. Verse 6, the burden of the beasts of the south into a land of trouble and anguish, from whence came the young and old lion, viper and fiery flying serpent. They will animals to a people that shall not profit them, Salakia. Oh, Esau, Khan. Hey, but Jake, want to follow after these modern day Egyptians, modern day devils. Well, always been the devil, but they the modern day Egyptians. And their treasures, and their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the butt to people that shall not profit them. They'll do no good. You Jakes donating to BLM, that slush fund for Democrats, when the Democrats don't even help your ass out. You wanna, some of y'all will push and campaign for Biden. Some for Trump, Some Jake will do that as well. You wanna campaign for these candidates. They're not gonna do you well at all. They're not gonna profit you. They never have. Verse 7, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. So that's all that they can do is sit on their ass. They can't help you. And nor do they care to. Nor do they don't want to either. They don't give a shit. Verse 8, now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for a time to come forever and ever. Verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, unto the prophets, prophesy not, unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. That's Jake all the way. Oh, don't kill my vibe, man. You killing my vibe. I'm on that positive shit. You killing my vibe. That's Jake all the way. Verse 11, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's what they say. Get that. Stop talking that Bible talk. You always on about the Bible. Y'all, you killing my vibe with all that. Verse 12, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness to stay thereon. Do you trust in oppression, trust in perversion, trust in these devils, and Trump or Biden? Think that either one of them is going to help you. Verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant. So it's like a breach. Yeah, it's like a breach in the wall, whose breaking comes suddenly in an instant. Verse 14, and he shall break it as in the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. Verse 15, for thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. So that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's what he told our people, returning and rest. And repenting, shall you be saved. And rest shall you be saved, because he's our rest. This place ain't. This modern day Egypt is not our rest. It is destroying our people. Verse 16, but ye said, no, for we will flee, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. You know, you're going to flee to Esau for help, and Esau is going to be the one killing you. Verse 17, 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on a hill. Verse 18, and therefore, so Israel's the number of the sand of the sea, right? But it's very little that's going to be left. Verse 18, and therefore will Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wait, that he may be gracious unto you, because that's for the elect. The elect are going to be left out of this. They're going to wake up. They're going to wake up from this devil, this modern day Assyrian. They're going to wake the fuck up. You know, verse 31, chapter 31, verse 1 further goes into it. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on the horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen, because they are strong. But look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You want to trust in Esau Edom, this devil, because, Babylon, Esau's strong. He got that sword on his side. And because and because there are many, you know, and this, you know, because a strong nation, also, it's a lot. They can give us reparations. They can give us, you know, their welfare, their food stamps and shit. They can give us that. You know, they can sustain us. You know, but you know, they're gonna, the Democrats care about us and shit. That's what y'all think. So y'all don't seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Y'all have that covenant with death. Verse 2, yet also he is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. You wicked 2/3. Verse 3, now the Egyptians are men, and not Yahweh, or not powers, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they shall all fall together. God, you know, so you know, even your Antifa devils, let's say they on your side and shit, those Antifa devils fighting against the MAGA hatters, you know, they're going to be getting killed out there as well. They're, you know, Esau sees, the proud devils see the Antifa coffee sippers as enemies on this 344, and it's one view on here. Call out Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Tazah. I'd be one of the 144K. Or the elect, even the 1/3 is alright. Yahweh Tazah, you know, be a part of that number. Yahweh Tazah, those that are sincere, we be part of that number. Anyways, though, y'all think that they gonna defend you against these militiamen and all that too. They ain't gonna defend you. They ain't gonna be able to. It's gonna be a lot of militiamen. You know, it's gonna be a lot of militiamen. And after all this, after that civil war between these Democratic Edomites and these Republican Edomites, you know, they're gonna blame you Jakes for it, really. And these martial law troops are going to come down on you Jakes. Yeah. They'll come down on you Jakes. They're going to slaughter you Jakes still. You know, the Egyptians shall help in vain. You know, because it goes back to chapter 28, verse 17 and 18. Judgment will I also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hill shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. Verse 8, so your refuge of lies. You trust in lies, you trust in oppression. Even waters, you make it your hiding place. And the waters, the flood, the stormtroopers shall overflow the hiding place. You thought you had rights. Well, think again. Verse 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, and ye shall be trodden down by it. So your covenant with death, you deal with the devil, literally. Deal with these devils shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. Shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through. Stormtroopers again. Then ye shall be trodden down by it. Hey, verse 9. From the time that it goeth, 19. From the time that it goeth forward, it shall take you. From morning by morning shall it pass forward. Pass over by day, by day and by night, and it shall be a vexation, only to understand the report, only to understand it, experience it, even more. So, yeah, man. Oh, verse 20, for the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it, and the covering narrow, then he can wrap himself in it. So you're covering, your covenant, your refuge, that of lies, false refuge, had no covenant of death that was never valid. An agreement that was never valid and never held a drop of water. That's that bed shorter than a man can stretch himself on it, so it can't sustain you. And the covering narrow, or then he can wrap himself in it, can't cover you. You Jakes, you those of y'all that trust in Egypt, your 2/3 are through. Through. And this says this as well, let me look up that other scripture about trusting in Egypt. Is staff of Egypt. Isaiah 36 verse 6, For you Jakes that trust in Egypt, even though a heathen king was saying that taunting us because he knew that we had trusted in Egypt before, we was trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Then, it does apply for those that trust in Egypt. Verse 6, 36 verse 6, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Nowadays you Jakes trust in Egypt, though. King Hezekiah, he was trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Nowadays you Jakes trust in the modern day Egyptians. Nowadays, you trust in this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it, symbolizing what? The chip. And I want to say this too. These proud devils, they be saying that, oh, y'all trust in Democrats. Y'all trust in the Democrats, but when the fuck have they ever done anything for y'all? They'll tell you that. When the fuck have they helped you out? They'll say that shit. Hey, but if you trust in the Republicans, you're doing the same shit. They're devils as well. But they'll say that shit as a taunt. Oh, when have they? Oh, you're gonna trust in the Democrats, huh? You're gonna trust in BLM and shit. And when have they done anything for you? They'll say that as a taunt, and it's true, but it's true for those. Hey, they're both Egyptians, so you trust the Republicans, you trust the Democrats, you trust in Egypt. The same thing. You're trusting in one group of Egyptians to protect you from another group. That's all it is. This is for all you Jakes that trust in the system, that trust in Egypt. Whether y'all trust in the Democrats or the Republicans. I mentioned you Jakes that trust in the Democrats a lot because that's the bulk of you Jakes. Majority of y'all trust in the Democrats. Also, those of y'all that are for MAGA and shit, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, speckled birds that are Trump fans. Y'all too. Y'all trust in Egypt as well. Because the Republican Party, man, they the proud devils, man. They obviously not gonna help your ass out. They obviously, you Jakes that want to leave the Democrat Party to go to the Republican Party, they're not gonna help you out either. It's the same devils. And really, Republicans haven't done shit for you either. And if you look at it, so both parties are basically using you as pawns. You have the Republicans. Oh, come over here. The grass is better on this side, but they're the proud devils. When at least you if you have a Republican president, at least he's not pretending to like your ass. You know what I'm saying? He's not pretending to be your friend. Especially if he's far right. He's not pretending to be your friend. Someone like Trump, doesn't really pretend to be Jake's friend. A Democrat, they'll pretend to be your friend, but they'll fuck you over. But they're both gonna fuck you over. It's poisons, man. They're both, you pick your poison, but both are just as deadly. Just won't make you, basically, won't give you a good feeling while you die, I guess. So, won't give you that. The other poison is gonna make you throw up, make you feel bad as fuck, make you get a fucking headache, a fucking vomiting, a headache, all types of symptoms, fucking body aches and shit, all types of symptoms. One is gonna make you do that. Other one, you're just gonna you're gonna fall, you're gonna drift off, and then just before you die, that's when you get hit with the symptoms. But for most of the time, when it's killing you, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good, but you're dying though. It's two different, both poisons. Democrats and the Republicans. Both don't give a fuck. It's for y'all too. Hey, a lot of you speckled birds, Israelite foreigners, and some of you Northern Kingdom, y'all be trusting in Trump and shit. Like, what the fuck? He don't give a fuck about you either. Oh, you went live with Zebulon, Fisher Hunter, and Raheem Benjamin, so he's actually going live. I thought he dipped out. I thought he just dipped out. Cause Esau was fucking with the live. Oh, Khan probably was fire. You know, maybe next time I could go live. I could go live with all of y'all. How right this are. Yeah. You know, I go on in these jakes that continue to trust in Egypt. Either the Democrats or Republicans. Oh, they know how to work StreamYard now? Oh, Khan! Kahala Yahal Bashim Yao Shai. Hey, more brethren, man. More brethren can know how to do it. You know, AI might even set up a StreamYard. Have a StreamYard, go live on StreamYard instead and shit. Y'all can hop on the live. The more, the better, you know. That's right, Khan. Yeah, I might make a StreamYard account. Link my YouTube. Hey, cause Streamlabs is good, but not for you can't join Streamlabs. Esau be fucking with Streamlabs, buffering this shit. I should be good to go. Khan, I might set it up. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I had to go in on them because it should be obvious that this system ain't made for our people. And it's not gonna work for our people. Neither is rioting and shit. It ain't gonna work either. And it's only gonna give Esau an excuse to make his move. Only turning back. Repentance is the only way for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners. Trump ain't gonna save you. And Biden ain't gonna save you. And protest, BLM ain't gonna save you. None of this shit is gonna save you. Proverbs 4 verse 14, enter not into the path of the wicked and go not in the way of evil men. You know. Yeah. You know, Jake tried to get out of the curses in that way. For verse, by going into the path of the wicked. Because you see the wicked how they're doing. They envy the oppressor. Oh, Shalom Ak. Study with strength. Khan Ak. Yabashim Yashabrakata. Khan Jake, let me just look that up. Envy not thy oppressor. That's the mistake you Jakes make. The way of the wicked seduces y'all, because y'all envy your oppressor. Proverbs 3 verses 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. None of his ways. Oh, Khan Moab. Yeah, Khan Moab is gonna be our wash pot. Oh, Edom, we gonna cast out our shoe. Which means we gonna trot them over underfoot. So, Philistia triumphed out because of. Oh, Philistia triumphed out because of me. Yeah, Khan. Esau. All these fucking heathen nations are gonna get it, man. Hey, Esau, we're gonna put these fucking Hamites as overseers over Esau. These Philistines, we're gonna put them as overseers over them. You know. Yeah. Verse 32, though, going into this subject, for this froward is abomination to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but his secret is with the righteous. Oh, that's your main one. Study with strength. You're on the move. You're on the move also. Y'all the same. That's the same brother. Got several accounts. So if Esau flags one, you have another one. Yup, Khan. Hey, that's Jake. Be a supplanter. Move with wisdom. That's Jake. We know how to, Jake will finesse the system like that. You got several accounts to flag now. You can just set up more. So Esau will try to fuck with me. I'll strip his birthright from him. Hey, Jake, that's what Jake was thinking. I'll strip his birthright. I'm gonna take this birthright from this birthright from this weird ass nigga. You don't deserve it. That's how Jake was. This nigga's throwed all the way off. You don't deserve that birthright. I'm gonna take it from him. It's mine anyways. It was given. Jake knew. Jake was told from when he was young. He was around Rebecca, his mom. One day I'm gonna take that birthright. Yeah, Esau. That's why you don't envy this man. This man Esau. Not only he the wicked, he was made to serve you Jakes, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. He was made to serve our people. Oh yeah, Joel 1 verse 10. The field is wasted. Let me go into that. The land mourneth, yup. Oh, that's like a precept to Esdras, because Esdras goes into that as well. Joel 1 verse 10. The field is wasted, yup. The land mourneth, for the corn is wasted, yup. The new wine is dried up, the old language. Con. Hey, man. That's, yeah, Esdras goes into this as well. Streamlabs be bugging out. Oh, Streamlabs be tripping the fuck out. Esau be remixing this shit. In a fucked up way, of course. Esau be making me freeze up, right? And then he'll start it again and make me freeze up again. Esau, that's alright. You're gonna pay all this. You're gonna pay, and all this that you're doing is prophesied. Amos 8:11, the famine of the word. We know that you're gonna cut this internet off. You already know it. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, not a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 12. Hey, so get it while it's hot, Jake. And they shall wander from the sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. When Jacob's trouble really hits, you're gonna figure out, it's gonna click. Oh, those men that I scoffed at, they were the men of the Lord? Oh, Shalom Mak, Great Millstone, Eber Ben Yamyan. They were the men of the Lord? Those men? They were the ones we should have listened to? The whole time they was right. We called them bums. We joked about them as we drove by them. When we saw them on the streets. Look at those bums. And now they was right the whole time. We saw them live on YouTube, and we clicked on the videos and scoffed. Or scoffed to ourselves and closed out. Damn. We should have listened to those Israelites. That's how they're going to be like. And they're going to run to and fro. Try to find us. They're going to fuck around and turn into detectives trying to find us. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Don't know what's going on. Have no wisdom, have no stability. Esau gonna take full advantage of that. Oh, Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. A part of that fruit of the serpent. That fruit. Idols. And Eve is heavy into these idols, into these folly days. That was a part of the fruit. It was a part of that fruit. Like, it's many parts, it's just wickedness, wicked philosophies. One of them being, a part of it being the idolatry. And verse 14 kind of goes into that. There that they that swear by the sin of Samaria, and say, thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. That was the 2/3 back then. And the 2/3 today, both Ephraim, northern kingdom of Judah. Ephraim cleaves unto idols. Ephraim is joined into idols. Also, the idols of the gods of Judah are many, like as the number of the cities of Judah. So both 2/3 of both kingdoms, they're idol worshippers. And they worship this beast. They worship the image of the beast. And a part of the image of that beast is that this political system. Because the Romans, they had the plebeians, which were the Democrats. They were the Democrats back then, and they had the they had the patricians. Those were the Republicans back then. That's a part of this image of the beast. And Jake is fully involved. Just like, ain't no new thing under the sun, right? Just like Jake, Jake back in Rome probably was, mostly fucking with the plebeians. You already know it. He probably had those people those leaders among Jake in Rome. Vote for the plebeians, something like that. Vote for the Lord willing, Isaac is here with us today. Well, that's Yahushai. So he can bless us too, like he did with Jacob. Yahushai. He blessed us with this truth. He's actually coming back. He blessed us with this truth. Yeah. Let me get that Revelation 13 verse 11 though. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So 2 horns like a lamb, the Democrat and Republican Party. And spake as a dragon. Also appearance of a lamb. All America is so-called God-fearing. America don't fear the Most High, though. America is not about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, even though they put up a front showing to make you think that they are. And then the 2 horns, the 2 parties, that spake as a dragon, draconian decrees. The second lockdown, a draconian decree is coming. The vaccines being mandatory, that's a draconian decree. An unrighteous decree. Verse 12. And that actually comes from Rome too. Verse 12. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Renaissance period. Esau came back, and the power took down our people. Renaissance, the meaning of that word. Reawakening, I believe. Rebirth. Renaissance, rebirth. Verse 13. He doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. Nukes and other missiles. Airstrikes. Come on. The heaven. Come down from the heaven. Fire. The missiles coming down from the heaven. On the earth. In the sight of men. Nukes was a major fulfillment of that. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They still remember that. Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. So the Roman Empire, all these countries should set up their system like the Roman Empire. Two major political parties, a Senate system, a parliament or a Congress system, a president, prime minister in some cases, vice president in others, So-called democratic republican system. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the Roman Empire, the Roman Empire come back and cause them that wouldn't worship. Wars of America, has America fought, has NATO countries that don't want one or the other, or they don't want any of that shit. And what happens? Esau goes to war with them. Esau pushes propaganda against them and goes to war. And then domestically, those that won't submit, they get demonized. They get infiltrated. And they get eventually shut down by Esau. That has been the pattern, you know. When Jake was first getting roused up back in the 60s, they were getting militaristic. They were infiltrated. And Esau was leading the opposition. And then Esau shut down the opposition. That was the so-called Black Panthers. The gangs, the Crips and the Bloods. Why did they originally form? And where they didn't originally beef with each other. They were on the same team. Community revolution and progress. That's what Crip mean. Brotherly love, overcoming our depression. That's what Blood mean. Movements of Jake to try to get out the curses, to not have to submit and worship the image of the beast. Infiltrated. They turned them against each other. You know, it's Masonic, red and blue. Anyways, they turned them against each other. You know, all these Jakes. And it was an infiltration. All these Jakes that wanted to fight back joined. And was led to the slaughter, man. You see how they turned them against each other, had Jake killing each other instead. And they did that with Black Panthers and United Slaves before. And then, you know, Issachar, of course, Northern Kingdom following after Judah, try to do the same thing. Try to have, they had the Norteños and the Sureños, MS-13, red and blue, same colors. Turn them against each other. Had them fight each other, man. The Latin kings formed to fight what? Oppression. You know, same thing. Nowadays, you know, they're dropping their beef. You see them linking up. But, you know, they turn them against each other, and then they can demonize them, crack down. Crack down on the warriors, the Jakes that won't submit to Esau, that won't bow the knee. And then, you know the thing with 6ix9ine that Chief was bringing out. And basically, he was like a government agent. He was a Fed, and his job was to get all these warrior Jakes roused up from these different hoods so they could get them locked up. You know, in 6ix9ine, he would go to the hoods and be like, I'm going there, I ain't gonna check in. I'm going there. You know, and he had a reputation as a snitch as well. I'm going there, I ain't gonna check in. And then what happened is they would be like, you ain't gonna go there, we gonna fuck you up. You know, they post videos of themselves saying that shit and get locked up. There's many examples of this devil causing them to be killed, you know, causing them to be killed or locked up. Many examples, and ultimate example will be Jacob's trouble when the riots and the race wars. Jake is blamed. You know, they start killing Jake. That's Esau killing Jake for that reason. Really, because they won't bow to the image of the beast. They say, oh, no, it's because they're violent, they're rioting, they're destroying property. Well, whenever Jake was following after Colin Kaepernick and taking a knee to protest, what would happen? They'd get demonized. You're disrespecting the flag, even though a veteran, you know, you look at it, a veteran was cool with the whole thing. You're disrespecting the flag. They would accuse him of that. So it doesn't matter. You know, they just want you Jakes to shut up and bow and worship the image of the beast. And you're going to learn that. You're going to learn that in the race wars. And they're going to blame you. They're going to blame you. What are the Democrats, BLM, SPLC even, which has been exposed as racist Edomites. There's racist Edomites in there. And all these organizations that claim to be against so-called racism, which they claim one of racism just mean to be proud of your nation, to be for your nation, and all these devils are for their nation. Some of them may not tell you. Some of them, just because someone lied and said they're not, don't mean that they're not. But they claim to be against racism, against so-called white supremacy. But, what are they going to do for you then? They're actually demonizing the Hebrew Israelites because we're telling the people, our people, who they are, and they should repent. And they telling them the names and everything. Because we tell our people the truth. Oh, we're a hate group. They actually demonize us. The FBI, why don't they have the Klan as a hate group? But they have us. They have all black identity extremists. They have them, of course. Project Megiddo, man. Even going back to that. Targeting who? The Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites and some other groups. But the Klan, I didn't see the Klan be mentioned in there. Just some other groups as well that oppose the so-called Jews. And you have Rex 84, which has not been repealed, not even by Obama. Rex 84 was for who? You so-called blacks and Latinos, and named y'all by name. And you Native Americans, y'all too, man. You Latinos and natives, y'all are brothers. But it named you so-called blacks and Latinos by name. The concentration camps, the FEMA camps, they're for y'all. They were first created for y'all. And that has not changed. So, this, and Clinton didn't do anything to repeal that. Oh, Clinton was y'all president. He didn't do shit to repeal that. Obama, neither. He didn't do shit to repeal that. Oh, for you Trump lovers that say that Trump is against the deep state. Oh, he's not actually a racist. You Trump lovers that say that shit. Why hasn't Trump repealed Rex 84? Ask yourselves that. If he's so against the elites and he's actually there to help Jake, why hasn't, as well as all Americans like y'all like to say, why hasn't he repealed Reagan Executive Order 84 for the FEMA camps? Or which goes back to what? Goes back to the King Alfred plan. Go back to LBJ. Oh yeah, that president that was for Jake's civil rights, right? He loved y'all so much that he issued an executive order, detailing a plan to put y'all in FEMA camps, concentration camps, and then they created Then President Carter created FEMA, according to plan. And then Reagan added you so-called Mexicans, so-called Latinos to the list. Just in case too much of y'all want to come here. Just in case you cross the border. Too much of y'all cross the border. What was the issue at the beginning, towards the beginning of the Trump administration? Caravans of you Central Americans. You so-called Latinos, y'all are on Esau's shit list as well. Y'all on his red list, his blue list, or his yellow list. You're a lot of y'all are gonna be put to death as well, even if you're not in this truth. You're gonna be put to death by these devils because he wants to reduce the population of you Israelites. Yeah, of his own, but you Israelites are the number one target. Just like Egypt, just like Pharaoh wanted to do. Because there was too many Israelites. He was afraid they would take his enemy's side. Just like what they say about you Israelites. Oh, they're gonna replace us. They're gonna take the Muslim side. They stay comparing you so-called blacks, even Latinos. They stay putting y'all with Islam. They stay implying that y'all are with Muslims. They compare the brethren. They say that the brethren are somehow linked to Islam. And just like Egypt. Because this is the modern day Egypt. And these Edomites are the modern day Egyptians. The elites are the modern day pharaohs. President Trump, he's a pharaoh. He's a lower luminary. He's a pharaoh. That's Pharaoh Trump. That's Pharaoh Trump right there. And he's also a Caesar. Caesar Nero. That's him. Nero blamed you Jakes for the chaos in Rome. He's gonna do it again. Because it's the same people doing it. It's the same people, the same people come back. The same people come back and do the same shit. You 2/3 are back in your lot, following the ways of your oppressor. And Esau is back in his lot. And Esau's empire, he gets it from the Egyptians, from the Sodomites, from Babylon, from Assyria, from Rome, his last empire, and the Grecians. From all these empires that oppressed you Jakes. He gets that. He gets his policies from them. Empires are reincarnated as well. Empires come back in a new form. This is Rome all over again, for sure. Rome was like the Grecian Empire. Greece was, like the Assyrians, like the Babylonians, like the Egyptians, like the Sodomites. Because their vine is of the vine of Sodom. Fields are of Gomorrah. They push that Sodomite shit heavy on you Jakes. They have you Jakes, you so-called black men, in commercials, for example. They show y'all y'all are Sodomites. You're either Sodomites or y'all are are goofballs and shit. Y'all are not to be taken seriously is what they're showing. You're effeminate. That's how they show y'all. And even you northern tribes as well. Sometimes they will do that with y'all. And they also promote when they show a so-called black man with a black woman. So-called black woman. Particularly y'all, because y'all are Judah. Always beef. Never peace. Y'all can never get along. They show y'all with someone of another nation. Suddenly it's different. They promote that swirling shit. and get you Jakes, you Eves, because especially you Eves, they concentrate on, they demonize the so-called black man doing it. But you Eves, Shalom Akia, 333 Barrel Beams, Malak, Eliyahu, Banya Sharala, Yahawda, Shalom Akia, Bashim Al Sabarakatan. Yeah, I had going on these devils, red devils, Republican devils, and blue devils, Democratic devils, the liberals and the conservatives. They're the same devils. They're just playing Jake, good cop versus bad cop tactics. Kahala Yahweh Shimi Al Shai for that as well, for opening my eyes to see the downfall of Babylon. Yeah, Khan, looking outside that box that they put us in. Like Bakar Ahmad put it, that box, 15-foot tall box, on all sides, where it looks like, it's sweet, basically. The sun is out, and, everything's nice and sweet. The grass is green, and all the buildings around are nice. And then when you climb up, the prophets are the ones that were able to get on top of the walls of the box and see the world for what it really is. What's going on, chaos, everything on fire, chaos, rioting, murder, in the streets, looting, martial law, all that. Jacob's trouble. You climb over that box, you see what Jacob's trouble. Now this box is falling apart, and you're seeing Jacob's trouble come to pass. This place, that's a symbolic of the American dream as well. You have to be asleep to believe it. Khan, Esau is a dog. He thought he could trap a cat in a little weak box. Khan, a cat that's really, we Jake, is we cool cats. Hey, we lions, the coolest of the cats. Thought he could trap a lion in a little weak box. And the lions are climbing out of the box, man. Lions are seeing it for what it is. Rousing back up. Judah's rousing back up. According to Genesis 49. Who shall rouse him up? In Genesis 49, 49 verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Verse 9, Judah is the lion's whelp. So my father's children shall bow down before thee. Follow our vibration. The vibration of Judah. The rest of the southern kingdom follows. And then the northern kingdom follows as well. When Judah rise up, all the tribes rise up with Judah. X-Men, the rise of Israel. Yasharallah, Prince of the Power. Prince of the Power. Spiritual powers. That's what X-Men went into. Humans and their guns. Magneto was like humans and their guns. Really, Edomites and their guns. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, and he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? You know, we're beginning to see who. Really, the Most High, Yahweh, the Son Yahweh Shai. Really, he's rousing Judah up. He's rousing Judah up by using Esau, the sword. You know, and when Judah figures out, neither of these devils are for us. Biden do the same shit. We never had a chance to have the elections don't even matter. Fuck this shit. Fuck these devils. You know, Judah's gonna fucking snap. Along with Ephraim. You know? Hey, verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. And with Shiloh's Yahushai. It's Judah that's gonna lead the rest of Jake into battle with Esau. Con. Among the flocks of sheep. Fill my bow. My bow with Ephraim. And Trump is going to help bring this about. Because Trump talked shit about Issachar when he first came in. And Trump has been showing the Northern Kingdom that Esau don't give a fuck about them either. Before they thought shit was sweet. Zechariah 9 verse 13, when I have bent Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim, and the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off, and he shall seek peace with the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to sea. Talking about the kingdom, and from the river even to the ends of the earth. And there's another one I can get. Khan, you always saw guns as such a primitive weapon. Esau claims to be God, but controls the world with a projectile weapon. Primitive. He's a caveman. Yeah, Khan, wait until Yahweh sends his guns to fight for his 144,000 concentrated laser beams. Yeah, the chariot's gonna hit this place with them death rays, which are gonna Zechariah 9 talking about against thy sons, O Greece. There's another one. Against thy sons, O Greece. Zechariah 9 verse 13. Khan. That was verse 10. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. Khan. Firing the laser. Khan. Khan, the chariots are gonna light this place up along with the missiles. Verse 14, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall be seen over them, and this arrow shall go forth as the lightning, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord power, shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. Verse 15, hold on. The Lord of hosts and Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall, verse 15, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts, shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones, and they shall drink. Like David, right? David took out Goliath with a sling and a stone. And they shall drink and make a noise as through wine. And the house of David is coming back as through wine, and they shall be filled like bowls, and as the corner of the altar. Khan. Verse 16, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power shall save them in that day. Shalom, Aki, I was just talking about the house of David being raised right back up. Ephraim and Judah. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power shall save them in that day as the flock of his people. For they shall be as the stones of a crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. Hey, Khan. He's going to raise up our people, the elect of our people, his mighty men of valor. He's going to raise them up. Verse 17, for how great is his goodness and how great is his beauty. Corn shall make the young man cheerful and new wine the maids. And also there's another scripture that goes into this. It's a classic one. Amos 9:11. Khan, exactly. As in the days of old. Amos 9 verse 11. And in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I'll raise up his ruins, and I'll build it as in the days of old. Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to do with this. Edom is mentioned first. Khan 33, Khan Malak. He was watching DBZ. Khan, DBZ, all about Yasharallah. Namely the elect. Khan goes up against 27 foes and fucks them up. Will kill Ken time 20. And Goku, that's the elect right there. Vegeta represent Yahushai. Goku's the elect. The spirit bomb, spiritual powers. The Hadouken. Chief like to talk about the Hadouken. First the fire, water Hadouken was using the fire Hadouken. Chief be going into all that. Chief Gabar. Rep Northside. It's been a while since. It's been a long time actually since I've seen one of those. It's been a very long time. Chief, I can tell Chief be watching it though, because Chief go into that a lot. Psalm 122 verse 5, for there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. There you go, Ak. No saviors shall judge the mount of Israel according to Obadiah, which is actually the next book. And saviors shall judge the mount of Esau. Obadiah 1 verse 21, and saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. So saviors, elect, the elect. Verse 13, these days, when the days come, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that sows seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. O King Solomon shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai forever. Hey, well, Solomon, you look into it, Solomon, that was Yahushai before he was Yahushai. You probably know that, though. That he was Yahushai, the wisest man. So Solomon, the kingdom of Solomon, that was the taste of the kingdom. That why it was so peaceful, and we had an empire. We had an empire. Esau barely talk about the empire of Solomon, of David and Solomon, golden age of Yasharallah, because that was when Esau was catching straight hell. Oh, Solomon the Bold was the drip, man, definitely. Hey, that dude had the drip. Solomon had the drip, He was the drip, He was flossing. You already know it. You already know it. That was a golden age right there. Literally a golden age. Solomon was getting gold from Ophir, which it had the purest gold. Ophir had the purest gold, the rarest gold. That's why it says that it's a prophecy that says that man shall be as the golden wedge of Ophir. Really, you look into it, really, Ophir was the Americas. Ophir. Yeah. Ophir, unidentified region famous in Old Testament times for its fine gold. It's from Britannica. The geographic list of Genesis 10 apparently places it in Arabia, but in the time of Solomon, 92 BC, Ophir was thought of as being overseas. Now, is Arabia overseas? No. Gold, or almug wood, or algum wood, aka sandalwood, ivory, monkeys, and peacocks were occurred there. And I heard somewhere that gold was that that the peacocks, it was actually turkeys. I heard about that. Yeah, I'm gonna get scriptures that go into Ophir, KJV, and talk about. Oh yeah, Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. The days are coming. It's gonna be very few men, very few. The elect men are gonna be more precious than that. Yeah. Gold of Ophir is like the purest gold. Basically, we got 1 Kings 9:28. That's when it's mentioned. One Kings 9:28. And they came to yeah. And Hiram, verse 27, because he had Hiram do this shit. And Hiram, verse 26, and King Solomon made a navy of ships, and Zion Geber. They're gonna be a scarcity out there, a rarity. King Solomon made a navy of ships in Zion Geber, which is beside Elot, on the shore of the Red Sea in the land of Edom. Verse 27, and Hiram sent in the navy his servants, shipmen that had knowledge of the sea, with the servants of Solomon. Verse 28, and they came to Ophir and fetched from thence gold for 120 talents and brought it to King Solomon. They also got gold from Ophir. I heard that was the Americas, but I'm not. I heard. Khan. It's gonna help everyone except Esau. Because Esau is gonna be cut off forever. Even the heathen are gonna be alright in the kingdom. They're gonna be better off than, under this devil. According to let me get it. Oh, Con. For gold is tried in the fire. I was gonna get this. Though too, because hey, the heathen, even though they're not gonna be ruling, they're gonna be under us. They're gonna be giving us tribute. They're gonna be doing all right. Yeah, Revelation 2 verse 2. And in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, which was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. So I believe that was because that somehow they gonna benefit, even though they're gonna be under us. They're still gonna benefit, be better off. Because these devils ain't meant to rule. They ain't fit to rule the whole world. They the basis of men. Yeah, they the basis of men. Yeah. Sirach 2 verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And that's why, that's why the elect go through shit. The hopeful elect. That's why they go through shit. That's why, hey, we have to endure in Jacob's trouble. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to help us at the same time. It's not to destroy us, it's to try us. And some of us may be put in FEMA camps, but it's to try us, not to destroy us. And you persevere until death. That's the furnace of adversity. Verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Verse 7, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Verse 8, so go not aside, don't go off. Don't go off that path, man. Verse 8, ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Shall not fail. Verse 9, ye that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Ye fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and trust in him, and not in Esau, not in Egypt, and trust in oppression. Or you will be confounded, unlike verse 10, which says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Whom did he? Verse 11, For Yahweh Shem Yahushai is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. He has pity on those that he on his elect. He has pity. So why he's supposed to trust in him and not in Esau, Edom. Esau's mercies are Esau's tender mercies are cruel. They're saying President Trump is a warrior. God, shit is a fucking psyop. Is a warrior. God, shit is a fucking psyop. Oh, Khan, get Esau on life alert. He's falling. He's falling. Nah, ain't no life alert for that devil. That devil through. He falling. He ain't gonna be able to get up. Nobody's gonna. All the king's men ain't gonna be able to help him. You know, Esau. Hey, Esau Edom had a great fall. Esau Edom gonna have a great fall. There you go. You know. Well, Esau Edom falls, and you 2/3 fall with him. You know, the elect, which we hope to be that number, the elect are gonna be saved in their time of affliction. That's why you trust in him, and you don't go two ways. Be double-minded. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Verse 12, woe be unto fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that go two ways. That's why. You know, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, verse 13, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. You gotta believe in him. You know, instead you 2/3 want to believe in Esau. You want to trust in this man, this fallen kingdom. This kingdom, man, it's through. It's through. You can already see the worms are covering this devil in this kingdom, according to Isaiah 14. You know, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Corrosion. Brought down to the grave. You know, Esau, you're through. You know, and you're not even gonna get your own land back. Verse 19, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, they go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. You know, you're through. You know, even now, verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Is this the man? Is this the man that claimed he had high IQ, that went around the world, that took America, said it was manifest destiny, that went around the world and bombed countries saying that he was freeing the people, but really stole their resources, set up puppet governments that dropped them nukes in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, used biological warfare on his own people, you know, even chemical warfare on his own people. Around the world, use that Agent Orange, use that depleted uranium weapons in Iran and Iraq on the Ishmaelites. Is this the man? Verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. America having the most amount of prison and having Jake in these prisons. These prisons are filled up. America, land of the free, but so many incarcerated people. And America itself is a prison for Jake. Open not the house of his prisoners. The same man, you know, they're already looking at you devils like that. Just wait until y'all completely fall. You know, so hey, I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, and shalom to the real sisters out there. You know, shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. You know, shout out to all of y'all. You know, we almost out of here. Esau is about to Esau slowly catching the curses, and Esau is going down. Esau is going down, and guess who got next? Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 is happening, and it's going to be fully fulfilled soon. And the Lord thy power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. You know, you're through, Esau. And Jacob got next. It's Yasharallah forever. You know. Just hold on. Endure until the end, according to Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. The same shall be saved. Get that. Keep your hopes up that you the elect. The patience and faith of the saints is these devils being destroyed, and these devils being destroyed, and us walking into the kingdom. You know, and the curses being reversed, and us walking into that, us either being raised back up, or because we got put to death, or getting beamed up with those that have been raised up. That's coming soon. You know, keep your head up, look up, for your redemption is nigh. I mean, and it's these chariots, man. You know, the strangest of our salvation, they gonna see it. Daniel 7 verse 27, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Khan and Kahala Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Khan, that's coming soon. Jacob got next. Jacob got last. Ain't no one coming after us. And Jacob got forever. You know, so yeah, Shalom. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up that Esau is the end of the world. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah. That's the point right there. You know. Yeah. So, Shalom, and I hope this live was edifying. Until next time, you know, stay strong, keep enduring, be that enduring branch, like GMS enduring branch. Those of y'all that have the love of the truth, you know, enduring to the end. Keep your patience. Don't lose patience. For what will ye do when in the Most High, Yahweh, you know, when Yahweh by Shem Yahushai shall visit you? What will ye do? You know, so don't be that guy. Don't be a fallout boy or a fallout girl. You know, Shalom. Stay strong. Yasharallah forever.